Check out y'all this 80 hat with Cowboy World, man. Caught up with one of the best bull riders that's been doing it for a long time, man. Veteran, man. For those that don't know, your name is?
I'm Jonathan Gentry.
Mr. Gentry, man, some of the highlights of your career. I mean, I know you've done a whole lot. You traveled from West Coast to East Coast. I mean, all over. So tell me some of the highlights.
Some of the highlights. My greatest achievement and accomplishment that I've ever had was two. I have two that are neck and neck. That's my relationship with the Lord and my son. Okay. Everything else is just a window dressing.
Okay, now wait a minute. See, you want to be real modest.
The best accomplishments that you can make is the connection with other people, sharing knowledge, passing on information, but the camaraderie of what we do. That money and buckles, yeah. If you let it go to your head, you're not humble. But if you stay humble, you accomplish a whole lot more.
Okay, so this year, right, so far, what have you done, and some of the accomplishments of last year?
Let's see, this year, I was gone from the WSPBR for 3 years. I came back to my first show about a month and a half ago. Ended up winning 2020 buckle, just
wow.
You know, start off the season.
Just that quick.
And then as for 2020, with the WSBRA, we had a 24 season because of the COVID and everything, and in that 24 stops plus the finals, I went out of 24 bulls I went 16-8. I only bucked off 8 last year. Okay. Finished up reserve world champion. Okay. And then and had 3 event wins.
So if you had to say something to a young kid that wants to do some of the things that you've done and achieve some of the highlights that you've done in your career, what would you tell them?
To mainly just be focused, be dedicated, disciplined, and devoted to what you're doing. It's not just a higher power, it's God, it's Jesus Christ. And be family oriented and be humble.
But you told me something earlier that it's not a hobby.
No, this is not a hobby.
This is not a hobby. This is something you have to be really.
This is something that this sport demands so much of you mentally than it does more physically. It's 80% mental, 20% physical. But you've got to be dedicated. You've got to be in the gym. You've got to be in the practice pen. But you've also got to do your muscle exercises with your mind and your memory.
It's muscle memory.
Because any bull rider that sits there and tells you that they're not scared, they're lying. It's what you do with that fear. It's how you overcome. How do you say it? Overcome it.
Overcome it. Yeah.
Yeah, overcome it, and then and how you sit there and make it second nature. To where, yeah, the butterflies are still going to come, right. But you know what you do. You've done it time and time again. So you have to, like I said, it's 80% mental, 20% physical. You've got to not just tone your brain, and your body, but you got to tone everything about you.
Right. For those that don't know, your name is
Jonathan Gentry,
and it is Cowboy World.